What is up, guys? Is SBC Independence here, and today, I felt like I wanted to do a collection video, and right now I believe I have a total of like 30 radios. So, let's start from that side of the room to my what's it called? Nightstand. Yeah. Well, actually, let's start the bed first. Here is my Emerson RP6247. This radio only works when it's downstairs, and it overall is just not really a good radio because like it barely gets any reception up here. You know, it's like the highest point of the house, other than the roof. This is good. This is a good radio for TV, AM, FM, all that. But it's just, my opinion, not that good. But there are better ones out there, I know that, but yeah, I am planning on probably getting like a new one because this one, again, gets terrible reception up here. So, yeah, one that actually gets reception and is not staticky all the damn time. Okay, so yeah, there's that. Right here is my Radio Shack 12521. This one has a dead tuner. This thing worked for a day, a singular day. Got reception to KZZ34, which is more up north, like near, kind of almost near the border of Iowa. And, now it just decided it didn't want to work anymore. I'm like, oh, gee, looks like I gotta get another one. So I went thrift shopping again, and I apparently found another one. And I was like, cool, now this one might work. No, it did not. And so, what I decided to do is break one of them. Yeah, I know. I'm a little bit overreacting, a little bit. Sorry. Anyways, there's that. And then here's my Recom R1650A. Well, not A. R1650C. This thing, actually did work really, really well until I fucked it up. I fucked it up because I put the wrong DC jack in it, and it messed up the tuner, and now the tuner doesn't work, but the AM FM feature still works, but not the tuner. So yeah, I could sometimes use this radio for AM FM if I wanted to. All right. Next up is the HH54 VP2. This is a version 16. Right now I have nothing in it because if you haven't seen my YouTube short, this thing decided it wanted to die on me. So, I don't like it whenever radios die on me, and this is my favorite radio. But now I have to buy a new one, probably off the Facebook Marketplace, because this one decided it wanted to die. And, when I plugged it in, put in the battery pack, it just had an orange screen. And I had to charge overnight, and nothing happened at all. So I just basically, I basically just threw it away. But then I was like, nah, I don't throw radios away. All right. Now over here, below my TV, right here's my WR120B. This is a nice radio for starters. If you want to like start getting into the community, then I recommend this radio. It is very loud, and I recommended it to my school, and they got it for me. Well, not for me, but they got it, and now it's actually like a really good radio. So, yeah, great radio. Next up is my Emerson Smart Set. This is kind of a weird radio to set up, because the cool thing about this radio, watch. If I just unplug it, see, it completely turns off. And usually whenever you start up a radio, it will start at 12 a.m., right? Huh, right. Yes and no. See, it automatically starts it up. That's the thing I like about this radio. So, but it just doesn't set up the station, that's all. But then other than that, you could set everything else up. So yeah. This radio is really good. It's also a phone charger, a wireless one. And I'm right now recording with my phone, so I really can't do anything. But other than that, it's a great radio. It can dim the lights and all that. And especially like when I go to bed at night and I'm like, gee, what time is it? I can check here and it says 10:21. I'm like, oh, shoot. Let's go. And these are both of my 12-247. This is my 12-247A, my 12-247B. The A has really crappy, what's it called? Oh, hold on, I forgot to do something. And, sorry. This is really good, really bad, speaker quality. But this one does. But the bad thing, I hate the B. Because the buttons are a pain in the ass. And, it came with this antenna, and I'm probably going to get a new one for it, like, if I get money, and because I'm going to get paid tomorrow, I know that. And, here's, like, the siren test for both of them. The only bad thing about this radio is that the speaker quality sucks. The bad things about this radio, it's short antenna, and, I know not all Bs come with a short antenna, probably because the old antenna probably broke off, and I found this one at a thrift store. I got this one on eBay for like $5, free shipping. So yeah. And this one's, but it takes a while, and it's not really good radio, in my opinion. If this thing does eventually die on me, again, just might throw it away. All right. And now, right here is my Radio Shack 12-251. It sounds like a video game. Because, like, if I just... Yeah, I really like this radio. It's hard to set up. Like, when I first got it, I was like, what the frick? How do you set this thing up? Because my mom, when I was at church camp, my mom was going to surprise me to get radio. And I had a list. And she searched up a list, and she tried searching up a Syngene, but those things are hella expensive, so she didn't get it. So she tried to find a 521, but here's the thing: she actually typed in 251, and now I have this. And then later that week, I found it's 521s at thrift stores, and they both suck, which actually led to me breaking one of them. Hold on. Now we're going to do a siren test. Crap. I think I messed it up. There we go. Yeah. Siren test. Now I got to reprogram it. Now I got to location 1. Yeah, it's just gonna be... You gotta be kidding me. Here. There we go. Now I'll just switch it back to what it originally was. There we go. And now, right here, I have my Radio Shack 12-250. This is a really great radio. The only bad thing is that speaker quality... It's basically the same thing, basically same speaker quality as this.
And the relative humidity, 65%.
Yeah, it's really nice. I like it. So, let me just alert test this real quick. And so, yeah, great radio. I recommend it. And next up we have a Midland ER10. This was my 5th radio in my collection. This, was it? Yeah, it was. My first portable radio. I got this at a Menards, and the only bad thing about this is that its battery life sucks. I really like its reception. It can get reception to any weather station, and whenever we went to my grandma's house, which is more south, I got reception from St. Joseph, which is more north than us. My CD collection, that'll be a separate video. And now we're here at the desk. Yeah, this is like where the fun stuff happens. And right here is my Recom R1630C. I did find an R1650A on Facebook Marketplace, but they don't allow shipping. There's like local pickup, but their house is like 1,000 miles away, so I can't. And I really like this radio. This is a really nice radio. It didn't come with the AC adapter, but I bought one off of eBay, and it almost messed up the radio, so I just basically swapped it out for like my radio, or not my Radio Shack, my alert, then an Alert Works adapter, and this thing works perfectly now.
Central Daylight Time. Now for the official national weather.
So yeah, and if I just do siren testing. And then you get this. Oh. So, yeah. Really nice radio. I recommend it. Here has to be like one of my greatest radios, actually. Probably for its speaker quality, its activations, and based on how it is. My Radio Shack 12262. This is a 2006 model. And,
Clear after midnight.
it's right on its lowest setting. And the thing is still pretty freaking loud, and I don't even know why. And yeah, I really like it. Whenever I siren test this thing, I can hear the NOAA weather station. See, I'm not sure you guys can hear it, but
Southeast winds surround.
my bad. Yeah, so yeah, the NOAA weather station plays even when it's siren testing. Okay, great radio. I recommend it. As for starters, there's the broken 521 backplate right there. I will post that like sometime, but I'm not gonna post that now. Right here is my Eton American Red Cross Zone Guard. It's hard to set up. Well, it's easy to set up, but hard to like control and like how to get alerts and all that. Because like when I first got this radio, I didn't know you had to click weatherband alert. Yeah, weatherband alert for it to activate as standby. I did not know that. Probably because I was like 12 years old at the time, and I was failing English and all that. So yeah, that's probably the reason why. But now it's not on now it's not on standby. So when I put it on standby, it'll go off for alerts and all that. All right. Next up is my Solar Crank CR 1009. This radio is loud. It's probably my loudest radio in the collection. This one and the green one over there. Yeah, I have two of them. I'm probably the first one in the EAS community to actually get two Solar Crank radios. And these flashlights are bright. See? This is a flash warning for people. Yeah, it's bright. It's stupidly bright, but I like it. I put it here so it can solar charge, because that one's charging from like a cord and all that. And yeah, now it's siren test this thing. Yeah. And thing is with this one, you gotta like turn it on so like it can actually like activate weather and all that, so it doesn't go like on standby or anything like that. It doesn't activate whenever it's completely shut off. So yeah. And next up we have one of my Midland 74-200s. These are Kansas City classic radios, because these radios were specifically made for Kansas City until eBay came a thing, and then people sold it, and now it's nationwide. And this one I believe is a version 8. I got this one out of Red Racks.
Ported 65.
This one is alright, but the only problem with it is that like I gotta like adjust the volume knob to like find like the perfect rate.
Weather service, NOAA weather radio.
This is what I mean. See, like it'll just be like this until I find like a good one. So yeah, this is my 74-200, and right here is my other 74-200. This is a version 6. I know that. And this one is like light speaker quality, so yeah, it's It's a good radio. Oh crap, let's knock them down. These are really great radios. I recommend these. They're hard to set up though, because when people try to like figure out like how to set these up, go here, program, all that.
Northwest winds around 5 miles an hour. Chance of rain
Gotta be right here.
20%.
Program channel 7.
Sunny.
Go to like channel 3. Maybe try. And I cannot get any reception in St. Joseph of Bar. Voice.
Sunday night, clear.
Alright.
Lows in the mid-60s.
So
Southeast winds around.
yeah, so they're pretty they're pretty simple. If you have the instruction manual, if you have like no idea what you're doing, then yeah, it's gonna be difficult. But yeah. Next up is my G-Storm G70W. Pretty sure that's the model number. I can't remember, probably because I have not had this thing out for a long. Well, I've had it out for a long time, but anyways, I like this. I have a love and hate relationship with this radio. Its speaker, amazing, top tier speaker, my opinion. And see, like, listen to this thing.
Chance of rain 90%.
Like, I would even listen to the rock station on this thing, but I'm not gonna play it now because I'm trying not to get copyrighted. Okay, so I use this as a Bluetooth speaker for like when I'm taking a shower or something like that. I don't want to listen to metal or anything. So yeah, it's really nice. I recommend it. But the only problem is it has really crappy reception. It sometimes gets really staticky.
Highs in the mid-70s.
See?
Chance of rain 40%.
Well, for some reason it's
Thursday
not
night,
doing it
mostly
now.
clear until
Probably
midnight.
because like I'm sitting down in like the specific spot. Anyways, it's a good radio. I recommend it. And flashlight's pretty bright, all that. All right. Next up, we got the Midland ER40. This is a great radio because it's hand crank, and solar power, and it has a rechargeable battery. Compared to that one, has neither of those. So it's basically the ER10, but with solar power, hand crank power, and rechargeable battery power. Yeah, it's a decent radio. Well, no, it's way better. Also, it's really better, and it has a backlight for like whenever you're like at night. You're like, oh god, storms, I can't see anything. You can just find your radio, click on the backlight, you get some light and all that. So this is a good radio. I recommend it. Way better than the ER10. But like if you're gonna go like somewhere in Florida, yeah, you really don't need that unless you're like lost. All right. Next up, we got the HH50. Not a good radio. I got this thing at Ace Hardware Store for like $40. Yeah, it was stupid expensive. But I saw a radio and I didn't have it, so I bought it for like $40. Another thing is, I looked at the website and they were selling WR4. On their website they had a picture of a WR100, but when I actually went to the store, it was actually a 120. Sorry, my voice is cooked. And this radio. It's right now on KZZ 34.
A chance of showers. Lows in the surrounding area.
There we go. Now we're on Kansas City,
Clear.
but
Lows in the
it tries to get the closest reception as much as possible. So yeah, I don't really use it that much anymore, like how I used to. So yeah. Next up is my WR120EZ. This was my first ever weather radio. And because this was the family radio. My dad's parents, my grandparents, they gave this to my mom because they didn't want it anymore. My mom was like, oh, okay, I guess we'll keep it. So she had it out in the living room for like 4 months. This is like when I was like 1 year old. 1 year old, my bad. And she put it out for like a month, but then like she got tired of it because it kept on going off at night. She wanted to get some sleep and all that. So she decided to put it down in the basement, and she had it down there for like 10 years until I got into the stuff, and now it's here. The reason why the screen looks like this is because one day the back plate came off, and I did not like that, so I super glued it. But it used to hang on that wall over there where the Nirvana poster is. Great band, check them out. If you don't, then you're weird. And so yeah, the super glue just kind of like shifted down. I'm just glad it doesn't cover like the time or any like the warning, watch, or advisory lights, because those are like the main keys that I need. So yeah, and whenever like 10 minutes after when I was done super gluing this thing oh wait, hold on, sorry, let me restart. So like 10 minutes after when I got done super gluing this, I was like, why is it leaking? And then I see down here it's like leaking super glue. I'm like, holy cow, no. And yeah, it just was a mess. I also forgot to siren test this thing. Oh wait, it's off. This thing can get really loud. Yeah, this is pretty dang loud radio. But it can be loud, it can be quiet, depending on like what volume setting you're at. And the EZ takes more of a long time, probably because I also screwed the antenna by accident. Well, screwed it up, all that. Not actually screwing it. I actually bent the top end because I fell on it once, and then it just broke, and then I had to fix it and all that. It was just stupid. Anyways, here's the alert test. I also have tape helping it support up and all that. Next up, we have my C-Crane CCB2. My C-Crane Skywave SSB2. This is amazing. This is like a portable version of a Uniden BC370. No, not a 370. This is like a portable version of a Uniden BC365. I'll say that. Yeah, I like this thing a lot because it goes off for WX and all that. It sounds like a hospital monitor or whatever. See, like if I hold on, like the alert. Yeah, now the alert's off and all that. But now if I turn it back on, yeah, it sounds much like it, and I really like the radio. I actually searched this thing up on online to see if I can see like what the prices are and all that. I am very shocked based on like how much this thing costs, because this thing costs like $200. Like if you go online and go to like the shopping section on Google, this thing will be $200 and all that. But here's the thing, I got this at a Goodwill for $3. That is a steal. I really like that. And I also forgot about this big boy, the EAR10. I don't know if this is the rare version because look at the lights and all that. But this is a second header radio. It's like EAR10s are slowly turning from first header to second header radios, and I really don't like that. I really originally liked this as a first header, so I liked it. So yeah, I'm actually going thrift shopping tomorrow to find some more radios. Here's another EAR10. The reason why I have this one is actually because I bought this off, what's it called? My mom bought this for me off eBay one time as a Christmas gift, but whenever I unboxed it, there was no sound to it. And I checked to see if there was button beeps, but there was like no button beeps option, see? Yeah, and yeah, you check the other one. Yeah, but these are basically the same, okay? And for some reason, time to time, the speaker will actually work, but the majority of the time, it doesn't work. So I just mainly keep this thing up as like display and all that, and it's pretty cool. Like, if it goes off for alerts and all that, then I'll take it, okay? And now I have my realistic weather radio. It's a realistic 12181B. This thing does not go off for alerts, probably because it just does that, and nothing too special. It's a nice radio. Like, if you just like want to, like, don't actually like going off or anything like that, like an EAR10, if you don't want any of that going off, then get this, okay? It's really nice. Right here is my Solar Crank CR109, but the green edition. I already talked about this, but the red version, the only major difference is has this like this thing. I forgot what they're called, but anyways, has that, and this one is more louder than that one. I don't know why. It's just how they came and all that. And right here is my Weatherman 2628. I got this at a thrift shop in Kansas City. Like, there's like 3 of these like on Amazon and all that. So I searched it up and I was like, wow, no one ever, like, barely anybody has this. So in my opinion, this would be pretty rare. So I'd snatch one of these on eBay if I were you, okay? So go ahead and all that. And on the required weekly test video, I didn't realize that the DC jack this was originally for was dying. So I just put a Radio Shack DC jack for my old 521 over there. Put the old DC jack for that into this, and now it's perfectly working again. This thing has been working for, let's see, 12 hours now. It's like the last DC jack one only worked for like 30 minutes. So this thing sounds like a 74109, and but like if the 74109 and it sounds like if 74109 and a 12247 had a kid, okay? This is what you get. It's loud, and I like it because it's a radio, okay? Next up, we have one of my other 74109s. This is a version 6 as well, but this is a rare version because it has the Prize Chopper Project Community Alert, and this is just, I really like it because it has good speaker quality, all that. There's like no problems with this radio like at all. So, and this is new in box, and I love it so much, and I recommend this for. I would get this. Like, if you want to like offer me like $100 for this, then you can snatch it, okay? And next up, I have my WR100 version. It's a late version 5, so technically it's a version 6, as some people call it. It's a great radio. Try to get a late version 5 if you can find it, and if you can find a late version 5, cool, your tuner will not die. If you have an early version 5, well, crap, you have a really horrible tuner and it will die pretty soon, okay? My neighbor next door also has a Midland WR100, and she told me if she wants to get like a new radio, I told her I recommend the WR120 because this thing is louder, it's better, and so I'm trying to convince her to do that. I told her I would buy a WR120 and install it and just set it up for her and all that, but I've not done that in a while, but I'll try to convince her again. So, but I'll have to wait till like when there's like not severe weather happening, because like next week we're expecting really bad storms. So, yeah, this is amazing. I love it so much.
Chance of rain.
And it has a thick antenna as well. I like it. Crap, my bad. Next up is the WR300 version 5. If it was the version 5 Deluxe, then this would not be here. I need to dust this thing. And this is basically the WR100, but it has AM/FM. So So yeah, they kind of sound the same a little bit. By siren and button beeps. See? Hear that? So yeah, this is a nice radio. AM, FM, all that. Oh crap! Can't not canceled. Can't get copyrighted. So
66 at John.
nice radio. I recommend it a lot for beginners. This is my second radio in my collection, and I'm trying to find a version 8 because version 8s are really cool. I really like the button beeps for it and all that, and this radio is amazing. I would get this, but don't get a late version 5. Don't get an early version 5 because the tuner will die. Thank goodness this is the late version 5. So yeah, love this radio. Now, last one in my bedroom is my Midland 74200, my other one. Project Community Alert Awareness, all that. It's basically the same thing as the other one, but it has still a price tag from City Thrift. I need it. I might as well take that off right now. Yes, I know, I don't have any nails. And don't, if you have one of these radios and have that and you took off the sticker, then get on my face, okay? You took off the sticker, then get on my face because you just ruined a rare radio. And the only problem with it,
There we go. Rest of tonight.
is that its backlight, it's just like really not that good. It doesn't turn out like the other one where you can like see the side of it and not like where you can't see like the side of it and you can only see like the front of it, like if you have like a good angle. It's like a privacy screen kind of way. All right, I have one more radio, and that's actually downstairs in my basement because I have a basement radio. Like, let's just say I'm playing drums or something like that. I know I won't hear the radio go off, but if like when I'm done with like a song, then and this thing is like talking, I'm like, oh crap, severe weather's happening. Oh crap, sorry, how are you? Yeah, 74200. Yeah, this is good radio.
Southeast winds around 5 miles.
I like it a lot. It's basically like the other 74200s and all that. So I recommend it a lot. Buy these, okay? There's like a lot on eBay. Buy it. Anyways, thank you for watching. Subscribe. I don't care what you do with my channel, but go ahead. Get yourself a radio. Take my advice. Don't buy the HH50. And so, yeah. Have a good day, everybody. Or have a good night, or I should say. Because it's like 11 o'clock here in Kansas City right now. All right. Have a good night. Peace.